Elon Musk in Twitter within the last 24 hours has made a couple of tweets that were very good for Dogecoin. Anybody who doesn't know what Dogecoin, not Dogcoin, Doge, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, Dogecoin, it it's a cryptocurrency that originally started out as a joke. I don't know the origins other than beyond that, but it wasn't to be a serious like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever the other ones that are of higher, higher valued cryptocurrency. But recently, Elon Musk has been the quote unquote leader of this joke coin, and everybody who's been opting in into it earlier, very happy that Elon Musk has been the forefront of this, and he's don't I think he's I don't know if he bought in like 100,000. I might be entirely wrong on that. But I want to give some advice for anybody out there. This isn't to take any financial advice with myself. You shouldn't listen to anybody online. You should do your own research and find competent people to help you with your own financial decisions. This is a warning, but it's more of a lighthearted warning. I wanted to give people just a little that's it, just a lighthearted warning. Cryptocurrencies are going up. A lot of them are actually in the long run. If in 2011, if I knew what I knew, if I was not the person who I was in 2011, the person I am now, I would definitely have bought as many Bitcoin as possible because I know where it will eventually lead to. We don't have the ability to go back in time. Unfortunately, we only have hindsight. We can have the foresight, but only because we have hindsight. There's some deviation on that, I'm certain. Dogecoin went up. I'm using Coinbase as my, and you could probably use any financial price chart, but Dogecoin went up roughly within the last 24 hours, the last hour. It's definitely been on a rise. It had a spike up to 0.0577, went back down, but then it started climbing again. This is one thing that I would like to recommend for everybody. I have Bitcoin. I'm now looking forward to getting into Dogecoin because I do have a Coinbase account, but I'm actually opening up a Kraken account, and that's something I'll get into the end of the video of different possibilities of how you can get into crypto itself, not just have a Bitcoin wallet or just having a crypto wallet, but you can actually have a trading institution putting your money into that and having a quote-unquote safer, it's not safer, it's just easier access. It doesn't mean that it's safer, it's just easier access to getting into the market whenever you feel like you need. Dogecoin has gone up and down, up and down. Since its inception, or conception, reception? Since its birth, it was valued at 0. What is it? Okay, let's just 0.0003. Recently, it's now at, let's go with the last hour, 0.0533. That is a magnificent jump. If you originally got into Dogecoin at the very beginning, you, as silly as it sounds, is how low of a value per Dogecoin it is, your return on investment is more than like 1,000%. I'm bad with numbers off the cuff. I love doing math, but I love having a calculator, so I apologize about that. But the thing is that the people that are getting in now, there's one advice I'd love to give everybody. With all these different cryptocurrencies, the different coins that are coming out in popularity, hype, Dogecoin, I'm looking forward to getting into Dogecoin when my account is open with Kraken. The thing is, there's something that I heard from a trader, Jason Stapleton, before he did his, that's a whole Pandora's box to open in another time. One quote that he mentioned is, when it comes to trading, specifically investing, the only difference between trading and investing is the frequency. And this is my own quote. I don't think he ever said this, but the difference between trading and investing is the frequency in which you enter and exit the market. You either enter and hold it for a year or 10, or you enter and hold it for a week or 2. It just changes. Trading is the difference of frequency of how often you get in and out of the market. So anybody who's looking out there, looking to get rich quick, I am certain you will, and I actually wish you do. There's no fault. I really do wish that you make a whole heck of a lot of money. But when it comes to financial decisions, long-term planning, not just long-term investing, you can trade getting in and out of the market as often as you want. You need to have a plan. You can't just let me rephrase that. You can. You can do anything. But I would highly recommend for anybody out there who's looking to say, oh, the market's down 2.51%. I have Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't care. Again, this is not financial advice for you at all. This is a recommendation of a person online. Have a plan. You need to have a plan when it comes to your money. It might seem so freaking awesome, or that you're actually losing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars if you don't invest right now, or you don't put it in the market right now. One of the things that I highly recommend is that you have a game plan. Either you put the money in and you don't care how much you're going to lose. For me, I put in $100. Again, not financial advice, just my own recommendation. I originally put, I think it was like $300 in both Bitcoin and Ethereum. I kept increasing it along the way, but that's what I did originally. I think I'm down about $100 overall, but I'm not planning to sell any Bitcoin and Ethereum within the next 10 years. I don't care to do that. I have no faith in fiat currency. We're printing trillions of dollars. Biden's in office. He's doing a lot of stuff that I think that the entire economy is going to go down to the wayside, and that's an unfortunate thing. I don't care who the president is compared to the outcome of that president. I don't care who it is. Person, whether I like them or not, what are the outcomes? Right now, there's no plan of of getting rid of lockdowns. There's no plan in having jobs open back up the economy. And if anything, it's only going to be in. That's probably getting a little bit more political, and I don't want to get there. And we're going to be printing. I think it was like $1.9 trillion for the 1,400 stimulus check that's going to go to less people rather than everybody. In all honesty, I'm a fan of that. But I'm not a fan. It's very nuanced. I'm not a fan of stimulus. But if there is a stimulus, I want it to go to the people who need it the most. The people who are going to open up the businesses. The people who don't have enough food on the table. I'm fortunate. I'm probably not at the top. I am far from the top bracket as you could possibly get. I'm near the very bottom, but I'm doing okay. I shouldn't receive one, but I would love to get one. So that's just kind of that's where I am at it. And I'm certain there's going to be some very valid points that might be disagreeing with that. I'd love to hear them. When it comes to investing into the market, specifically the market, regardless of whether it be a cryptocurrency or any other type of market, be it options, stocks, what is it? I'm thinking commodities, like ore, wool, silk, or whatever that is, like corn. Futures, that's the word I'm thinking about, like commodities. Futures. Forex. Crypto is a market, and markets go up and down. What Jason Stapleton has once stated is that you need to know two things. When it comes to trading or investing, they're the same. It's just the frequency of when you get in and out. You need to know, one, how much, when are you getting in and for how much? Number two is, when are you getting out and for how much? For me personally, I got in at a certain, whenever I possibly could, and I knew when I'm getting out, I'm not getting out. I'm just going to keep on purchasing it because I don't have any faith within the fiat currency. My reasoning is that. So my long-term investment plan is this. I think that I'm going to be, probably get to $600,000 or something. It'd be great. $6 million. Cool. That's what, I don't care really what happens with the money that happens. Maybe it goes up to $60,000. Cool. I'm not going to dump it all. I'm not going to sell any of the Bitcoin. Why? I'm going to keep purchasing Bitcoin. That's my long-term plan. I'm going to keep purchasing Ethereum. That's my long-term plan. Not financial advice, but my own. I don't care really what happens with it. I'm just going to keep purchasing it because I have no faith in fiat currency. That's what I'm currently doing in the fiat money. I'd highly recommend for anybody out there who would want to start investing into cryptocurrencies that you need to be able to answer those two questions. A third soft question is you need to answer why that plan specifically. But you need to know when you're going to be getting into the market and for how much. And you need to know when you're going to be getting out of the market and for how much. If you think that for the next 24 hours there is going to be a 50% spike, much like Dogecoin is down here. Hopefully you can see, hopefully I'm zoomed in close enough. There we go. Dogecoin, 45% increase. If you put $100 into the market, you would have gotten 150 within 24 hours. That return on investment is unheard of. But if your ears to the ground and you're able to understand, and you can, like AAVE, 18.04%. If you put $100, if you put $1,000, you would have gotten $180 back. That is phenomenal. But look at all these other ones. -2, -3, -3, -1, -3, -3, -2, but +16, +17, +21, +8. But let's go at the very top. The entire market is down 2.51. You would have lost money if you put money in everything. So there's lots of nuance in the market of when you get in and when you get out and how much you'll be able to make, whether or not you'll be able to be solvent, whether or not you'll be able to be profitable in the long run. I am not the person to learn from to do that. My recommendation for anybody out there is you need to have a game plan. I'm probably beating a dead horse. Don't beat a dead horse, but also don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Don't beat a dead gift horse in the mouth. Those two things don't go well together. But like XRP up 16.72%. Again, $1,000 in, you would have gotten $167.20 back in the market. That is amazing. Dogecoin, I'm looking to invest in it as a long-term thing. I'm not looking forward to selling it within a year, 2, or 5. I'm looking to get into it, but that's my own personal plan. I would recommend that you have your own. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm giving you my own opinion and my own recommendation from some random person on the internet. So I hope you make tons of money. More importantly, I hope you have a very wealthy, loving life. I hope you're able to make it big. Not even if it's just in Coinbase, or not Coinbase, with cryptocurrency, within any other type of market, whether or not with your own job or business. I wish you a very prosperous life. The thing is, you need to have a game plan. To what extent, I don't know. Some people can do it with 2 lines on a piece of paper. Some people can do it in their heads. Other people, like Warren Buffett, for example, when he goes into business, he has 1 piece of paper. I'm not too certain whether he does it both sides, but he only deals with 1 piece of paper. If the business plan can't fit, I think it's on 1 page, but it's at least on one piece of paper. If it can't fit on that with a business plan, he doesn't get into the business. It's phenomenal. He's worth billions of dollars. He's in the top 10, I think, if not 15 or 20 of wealthiest people on the planet. It's phenomenal. If you get into the market, you need to have a game plan. I've said that so many times. One of the ways that you could probably get into there. Oh, Bitcoin. I opened up a whole bunch. I forgot about that. Ethereum. Look, Ethereum is down over 24 hours. If you look from the left and if you look to the right, wow, it lost money after a day. But in a week, overall, it went up. If we look at a month, it's still up. Over a year, oh my gosh, look at that return. Now, this is not indicative of future events. The past does not guarantee future results. But look at that. If you got into Ethereum an hour ago, oh, you're down money. 24 hours ago, you lost money. But a week ago, you're still up. A month, you're still up. A year, you're still up. Overall, you would have been up. So you need to have a plan. Look at the past. Look at these trend lines. Where are they going one way or the other? Look into the market with Elon Musk talking about Dogecoin. it's there's I think it's sentimental value, sentiment analysis, technical analysis, and fundamental analysis. Sentimental and fundamental are things that very skilled people can look at when it comes to whether or not a price will go up or down. But you can also get that from the prices themselves. It went this Ethereum, it went down, it went down, it went up. It's going up. Monthly, it's going up. It's going slower, but it's going up. Yearly, wow, you would have made a whole heck of a lot. We don't know, like Bitcoin, those major spikes, like Ethereum, boom, spike, and then it dropped back down. Ooh, spike. Will it spike back up and then it go back down to $0? We don't know. We don't know what the future is. You need to have a game plan. Think ahead, plan ahead. XRP, Binance Coin. One of the recommendations that I would give of how to get into the market and how to start. These are 3 basic ones. You need to make your own decisions. You need to make your own do your own research. Which one works for you? For example, we'll get into Binance, Binance.us in a second, but let's do with Kraken. I'd highly recommend Kraken. They have had a swarm of people trying to sign up to a new account. It has been a lot, let's just say a lot longer, about a week. And listening to all these Dogecoin moves, it's really bugging me because I'm trying to open a Kraken account, and that's the only market or only company that I can see or I found that works for me in my locality, in my zip code, that is legally allowed to trade Dogecoin specifically. Dogecoin. DOGECOIN. And they've had a swarm of people trying to opt into Kraken. Because of that, they have significantly slowed down their processing ability because of how many people, because they have to do to verify an account for you to deposit money, they have to do it manually. That's kind of an issue when there's a swarm of people wanting to purchase Dogecoin. And I'd highly recommend start the process now. Doesn't mean to go with only Kraken, because you can start with Coinbase and do other coins. That is your own prerogative. You need to make your own decisions. I have to keep saying that just so nobody takes me out of context and be like, oh, he told me to do this. If I told you to do that, I would have told you to do a whole heck of a lot worse things. You need to get drunk and come to my house because we are going to play Monopoly. But it's not Monopoly. It's not your grandmother's Monopoly. Oh, no. We're going to play with dust mites. How many dust mites can you win? Oh, man. Okay, that's probably probably put me in jail. Binance.us. This is another one that I would highly recommend, not because I have done it, but they are an available cryptocurrency one. Again, do your own research. I haven't heard anything bad about this, but it doesn't mean that I'm correct on it. You need to do your own research. Binance.us has some major restrictions on who in the United States is allowed to do business with them. For example, the state that I am in, they don't cover that. They do cover certain states within the United States, but the state that I live in, it doesn't cover. So I can't use them. That was very unfortunate when I found that. And then Coinbase. Doesn't mean that they're a good one. It's just one that I have opted in. I've heard a bad thing about them, but I've used them. I haven't had an issue. Again, do your own research. Coinbase is able to opt into, I think, 27. It might be of 27 to 40 different cryptocurrencies. I'd highly recommend that you get into the market, but have a plan. How much are you able to lose if you lose all of it? What's your plan of getting the 2 questions you need to ask? When are you getting into the market, and for how much? When are you getting out of the market, and for how much? If you have those 2 things answered, do it. Start. You're good. That's the only thing you need to know. And the plan is, do your research, do your homework, figure out what works, stop doing what doesn't work, and move on from there. Hopefully this has been somewhat entertaining, if somewhat illuminating, if anything, busy. I hope when I get onto an idea, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm like I have an idea of where I want to go with the video, and then I go down this rabbit trail, and it's like, oh my gosh, where am I going with this? So when I realize I'm in a rabbit trail, I have to pull myself back into the idea because I could get like, oh, this reminds me of that. This reminds me of that. Where was I? Oh yeah, we were talking about nothing. So how do I get back to that? Anyways, that's where it's just where my mind goes, and I'm trying to be as concise as possible because I know I could probably talk for just hours and hours and hours, but I'm trying to be as concise with these videos. So thank you very much for being part of this. Please post your comments, questions, and concerns right down below because that helps the algorithm incredibly. Please smash that like and subscribe button because that also helps me out, so that'd be awesome. And I'll see you next time. Yeah. I'd like that. I'd like that very much. Hey, more. Oh, wait, what was it from? I think it was Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more? More? Yeah, did I stutter? It's like, give me more. Grabs the soup ladle and just starts smacking the guy who's serving it across the land, and all the other kids come over and start eating out of the cauldron, and then they get so radioactively strong, and they each get superpowers, and they roam around old England, and they become the powerhouse. And now we have to develop, and this is how the super soldier started to become, because we had little nuclear radioactive children roaming around Gettysburg. Wait, no, I have the wrong country. Never mind. Anyways, I will see you next time. Boop.